Oh no.
Missing.
Greg?
Missing.
I thought this was a duet.
Missing.
Oh, so you're just gonna sing all the parts? Those are not the right sounds. Can you hear me?
Bonk.
Welcome to Miss Thing, The Lost Tangents, Threebirth. The final one.
That's right.
Of the year.
Of the year. Yeah. We know how you
It's a rule of threes, you guys.
Absolutely. That's the sort of the famous comedic rule. Comedy comes best in threes.
Yeah.
So we decided to put our third and final Lost Tangents episode for you. We've got some great stuff in store, obviously. All of which we remember.
Thought that you couldn't get another episode, we bring you a rebirth, a Threebirth.
In Miss Thing, no one can hear you scream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I think that makes sense, but I cannot think too hard about it.
No, it makes complete and total sense.
Yeah. And you've been so amazing this year. This is our first full year doing the podcast. I mean, we've done it for longer than a year, but like 2025 is the first year that we have brought it to you quite literally every week. And because you have been so amazing to us always, Jennifer Shaz, we wanted to bring you something very special, and that is gay name or straight name.
Well, I think, not to be a little teasy McTeaserson, I think we should show some clips first, and then when we come back, we'll do a little gay name or straight name.
Sure. Okay. Well, I like the way you're thinking. And so, okay, on that note, why don't you enjoy these clips from our Jennifer Lawrence episode? Randomly, TikTok is crazy because, like, I feel like I accidentally clicked on one thing that was like TikTok Shop, and now it's like it sends me so much shit, and now it like swoops over to TikTok Shop really easily. Like I click on that a lot, and but like by accident.
Now you're dead.
No, but like now everything is an ad. It's like everything is like the most like random like boys in the middle of the country like selling you like like protein. Like pancakes, and you're like, okay.
I don't know what mine.
But it's always like them with like their holes out, then being like, you need protein.
I feel like I have been getting a lot of like bulge content.
Bulge?
Like,
well, that's not interesting to me. So I feel like that's your.
Oh, maybe that's because it will be like
part.
It will be like a guy. It will be like a guy literally selling like that blanket. Like it's a lot of those blankets, and he'll be like getting up. And it's specifically, he'll be from the side wearing like gray shorts with no underwear.
That's a big
And he's
thing.
like literally like rock hard or like just has gone from rock hard to like whatever, you know? And it's just like...
Should we talk about this on the podcast?
And then literally he'll be like, you need this blanket. And it has nothing to do with his dick.
I know, but it's like that's how they get
Then I'll look at the comments and it's just like...
And it's like,
oh,
that's so pod, actually.
But we were recording. I am normally not the biggest Rosalia fan. Not because, listen, I'm going to boldly and bravely say this. It is hard for me to get into music that is in a different language.
Sure.
Because I connect to the lyrics and I don't know the lyrics.
Right.
But she's singing in 13 different languages, so I'm bound to know at least one.
Well, here's hoping.
Let's hope. I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent, but you are making me realize like that's such a thing. Like I think I only turn on Netflix like once a year these days for like a single show. I can't even remember the last time I turned on Netflix.
Oh, Netflix has at least over $200 of mine a year.
Yeah.
And they are getting that for me to watch 10 30-minute episodes of Selling Sunset in one sitting. I will say I also just watched 28 Years Later because I was on Netflix and I was oh, I want to see that too. And of course that took me like several days to get through. But I did watch that too. So I'm getting my money's worth.
The only I turned on, and I'm not kidding, it was the first time I signed on in 10 months. You'll never guess. It was for no, but I want to do Boots. Victoria Beckham. The reality show.
Oh, I would watch that too.
Victoria Beckham is the funniest person. We need to do her as a Miss thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if anyone has any recommendations for Netflix, please send them because I would love to know what's on there.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like to me, it's just going to be Boots and Victoria. You're making me think of a question, which is, I'm about to go on a trip, and if I only have one show that I need to start binging from Netflix. Specifically from Netflix. What show should it be?
Okay, I'm going to go left field.
Okay.
BoJack Horseman.
Okay, that's really good because I always lie and say that I've seen it. And I've never seen it. That's really good. Okay.
Give that a go. Okay. It is so good. It takes, I mean, famously with that one, everyone says give it a season, but there's so much to it and it's really funny and then it gets really like emotional. Yeah. It's really not what you could expect and it is like excellent. Okay. In terms of the scripted content on Netflix, I think it's as good as you can get. And I feel like watching a really good cartoon. Yeah. Like a really good adult cartoon is therapeutic.
I mean, that's the thing. Since I work in TV comedy animation specifically, and so there's so many people who are like, obviously this is a comp for the things you've written. I'm like, obviously, and I'm like, I have not seen it.
It is actually shocking that you work in adult animation and have not watched that show because it takes it so far beyond the form while keeping it so like cleanly in the form, and then also just like the jokes are so brilliant. Like there's one episode, I mean, not without giving too much away, like Lisa Kudrow is in it. And she's playing an executive at a network that has been in a coma for I think like 20 to 25 years and wakes up and has all like the exact references from like when she went into the coma. Funny. So she's like picking up shows that, like who would have been picked up back then. And her character is just so it's really good. It's so funny how like it skewers Hollywood and someone steals the D in the Hollywood sign and they just start calling it Hollywood and like no one even gives it a second glance. Like they're just like Hollywood. It's it is so good.
Listen, you're on it. That's maybe the final push that I need. Okay.
That actually, like, that just came to me because I was like, what is the best show on Netflix ever? That and I think The Crown is.
I was just going to say, if you ask me, but then like The Crown, I feel like everyone's seen it. So I'm like, what is it one that like, I'm like one that like an underrated gem. I feel like that's perfect.
If you haven't watched The Crown yet, I don't think you're going to watch it.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it has no business being that good. It's so good.
I agree. And everyone will claim Ozark, but I haven't seen it.
Well, and we also know that's too straight for me.
Exactly.
You know?
And if you're looking for a reality show, I would say the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader show, which I've talked about on the podcast. I think it's just really frothy and easy. Everyone also really likes Pop Star Academy.
Yeah. Oh, people say that.
And Chef's Table, but you have to
I have one. Okay.
What?
Mine is I really like the Blue Zones. The one where it's like all about like how to live to be 100.
Oh, right.
That is what I recommend. It is soothing and makes you want to change everything about your life, but not in a way that will give you a panic attack.
Totally. What's I like Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. Cooked. Wasn't there something called Cooked? I like the food shows on Netflix.
Yeah.
But haven't watched a single one in a million years. And again, will not turn on Netflix. Now, once Selling Sunset's over, it's over.
You just cut the subscription.
But of course, you can keep raising the price, and I will be paying it.
Of course, still.
Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence, I will say she had, and even like spanning the repertoire, I feel like she has this
joy.
Totally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Totally.
mm-hmm.
She does have joy.
Mm-hmm.
She has the vibe
Mm-hmm.
of like an adult who is somehow at like a children's prom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's kind of giving like a real life never been kissed vibe.
Yeah. So true.
Which she should do a never been kissed reboot.
I mean, don't touch.
Well, of course, but I mean like a reimagining.
I can't believe we've never talked about Never Been Kissed.
I know,
mean, in all those movies that were like perfect, where we were like ranking movies from the 90s, that is literally perfect.
Yeah.
Made me want to fall in love with my teacher.
Okay.
That's the thing with the 90s. The 90s was like all of the things were like, okay, Clueless, fall in love with your brother, Never Been Kissed, fall in love with your teacher. It was like very interesting lessons to teach us.
There was a lot of like power dynamics in play. It was kind of the 90s were all about like, yeah, it's okay to like sleep with that adult.
Yeah.
And that's normal. And you should fall in love with them. But yeah, no, she's. But you know what I mean, though. She's. I feel like Jennifer Lawrence has that sort of like. I feel like every movie she's in, she's like always in a prom dress, like kind of looking crazed. We're back, and by the way, I'm Greg.
And I'm Tim.
We sort of delay introducing ourselves later and later in these Lost Tangent episodes.
And we're hoping that if you're just tuning in, go to other episodes where you'll hear more about us.
Yeah, but find out about us.
But it's honestly more important to hear us do these tangents in these episodes because that's how you really get to know us. And the other way you get to know us is through
gay name or straight name.
Okay, would you like to go first?
Sure, okay. I have a gay name or straight name for you. David.
David to me is straight.
Okay.
But he has my perfect body.
Of course.
And it can be confusing. It can be confusing because I'm kind of like, are you gay? And it's like, no, I just want to be you, David.
Totally. Well, it's so like the Michelangelo's David,
exactly.
The male ideal. It's like incredible body, kind of small dick. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
we love you anyway.
Why he has the good body,
but
because
it's like
he has to. It's sort of one of those. That's the thing about David.
You can't have everything.
You can't have everything, but guess what? Your body is so good that the women are like, all right,
it doesn't matter.
And if anything, to all the Davids out there,
you're hot.
You're hot, and so the women are kind of they're not in love with the size, but they put up with it because they're like, I mean, look at all this.
Yeah, of course, and they'll have babies with you, and you'll have like a beautiful family. But I agree, David is straight. It's giving kind of like reliable husband and father.
Yeah, adventurer.
Adventurer. You could see him. He's been to an REI or two.
Oh yeah,
in his day.
Yeah.
He's returned a thing from REI, but he is always a member at REI.
And David turns heads.
David turns heads, and you want him on a camping trip.
Absolutely. Okay. Greg. Phil.
God, that's one of the straightest names I've ever heard in my life. Phil is so dad. He's so a man that sits at the local bar.
Yeah.
He's a regular.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's always got kind of a warm beer. It's like 3/4 of the way full.
Yeah.
Actually, always. And he's always got a story to tell, and he's kind of like always trying to like bring you into a story and like also interrupt your story like while you're talking amongst yourself like with friends.
And also Phil's a good time.
Oh, Phil, he's a great time.
Phil is
if you're willing to give him a moment.
Absolutely. He's a good time. He talks a lot.
Yeah.
And I would say about Phil is straight.
Oh.
But when he was in Boy Scouts, there was a moment that he made another gay man's life.
Yeah.
Where he experimented.
Yeah, in the cabin.
He experimented in the cabin, and then he realized, not for me.
Not for him.
You know?
That's okay, but it was
consensual.
Himself.
Everyone like had a good moment, and then he unfortunately didn't come to our side.
And that's okay. But he was willing to he was willing to like give an inch again because Phil has seen the world. Yeah. He's done a lot,
and that you see the world by trying.
Exactly.
Yeah. And now, Phil, we appreciate that.
And now he sits at the bar, ready to tell you about it when you're ready to hear it.
Exactly. And sometimes we don't, Phil, but you're still fun.
Most oftentimes we're avoiding eye contact, Phil.
Yeah.
No offense. It's just we didn't come here with you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You're here, and you deserve to be here.
And you know what? Phil is really good while you're waiting for your drink at the bar. You're like, oh my God, I have to wait for 3 minutes. And those 3 minutes, Phil, you have our attention for those 3 minutes.
Of course. And
then
Phil,
goodbye.
Yeah, and then we're like, we're going to go to the jukebox because there's a jukebox in the bar that Phil frequents.
Yeah.
And he knows like which actually slide everything is in. He's like, why don't you go to slide F4? He like knows.
And you're like, okay, Phil.
He's like, I love this one.
Yeah,
He's like, you know what? Here's a quarter. Go put on your favorite song.
And I think,
go put on some Phil Collins for me. He's Phil Collins.
Yeah, exactly. And while Greg and I go put on a Phil Collins song, specifically the Tarzan song, because that is one of the best songs of all time.
Okay, I'm not looking to cry at this bar with Phil. I will, but I don't want to.
Exactly. And so while we hold back our tears, please enjoy some more tangents from the Elle Fanning episode.
Enjoy. No.
Yeah.
First of all, I would never poop in front of another living soul. I wouldn't do it in a public place. I can't
say the same for myself.
Oh, trust me. And I don't think anyone listening would ever accuse you otherwise.
I just think whatever. We can cut this because it's potty humor. It's not even humor. I just think this is no potty shame in the sense that I think that people carry too much potty shame, and that there should be, if you have to go number 2 in a public place. Still, there are times and places, but I also just think sometimes you can't help it. You are at a fancy restaurant, and sometimes the fancier the restaurant, the more it will run through you whatever they use in their oils. Okay, and then you're like, people are like, you're expected to hold it and to be like for etiquette, and I'm like, no, let it out.
In what situation have you not like prepared ahead of time when you're going to a fancy restaurant?
There are people in my life who are vegan, not to come for the vegans.
Sure.
And I have gone to multiple vegan restaurants where I get a vegan pasta.
That's a different story.
And before the dessert has even come, I am running to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And there are people out here who are trying to tell me that they would hold that in when we live in Los Angeles and it's 25 minutes to your house no matter what.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not what you're used to. I mean, your turkey wrap or your Taco Bell. So like your body would have a lot of trouble, I think, sort of taking that on, sort of digesting that.
Yeah. Over the weekend, I hadn't been in a Walmart in so long.
Oh, man.
And I want to say, first and foremost, my mother's Disneyland, her favorite place on earth, is a Walmart. Still to this day, she loves it. I grew up on Walmart, so I'm I've been in many. I have not stepped foot though in one for like 10 years.
I feel like they've really upped their game. I feel like they've really upped their game online.
No, I mean this with all the love in my heart. It was the Wild West.
I believe that as well.
Like, I went in, I was just like looking to see if I could get some undershirts. And I was like, I bet and I was like in like an outlet thing. And I was like, I bet these have like a good deal. And they're just like white undershirts, whatever.
Right.
And it was the most like packed thing ever. Everyone looked like they were escaping something. Like they were all like, like running. And I was like, just like, really like head down trying to get to, and then I asked,
they act like they're escaping something, but in reality they're in the prison. They need to escape that store.
And the thing is, not just like when you go to CVS, everything is locked up now.
Oh sure.
Everything is locked up. And then when I asked for help, every person looked so frantic.
Right.
And then I was like saw another shirt that I was like, maybe I'll try this on when in Rome, because I was like, I don't think this is gonna fit, but like it's a good deal. And then I was like, but I'm not gonna buy this unless I actually see how it looks. I went to the dressing room to try it on, and the woman was working there. There was 6 open stalls, and I was like, can I just go in any of these? And she just looked at me and she said, they're closed. And I was like, what? And she was like, they're closed. And then I was like, and she was like, you should just try it here, which is fine. It's just like a shirt, but I was like, so I should just like get shirtless, and by the way,
They don't care.
The mirror was like not a mirror that was like attached to the wall. It was like tilted against clothes.
Of course. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm only going to see half of it, and then I'm going to have to literally crouch down to see me in this shirt.
Yeah, well,
which
you know,
I did.
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, and then you're sharing it with like 10 other people. Well, the thing is, like, you open any of those doors. If you were to open any of the dressing room doors, you would be absolutely like subsumed by like the piles of clothes that they are like hiding in there, like that, because they do not clear them out in between.
Yeah,
and everyone manages to take at least 70 items in there.
Okay, and the amount of dogs that were in Walmart, and I was like, is that also in Costco? Can you bring your dogs into all the?
No,
because I was just like, that was at one point dogs were getting in fights in the Walmart, and I was just like, and it was like pretty vocal, and I was just like, this is just a new experience for me.
Well, unfortunately, I mean, I haven't seen dogs fighting in Walmart, but you know, sometimes I will go down a deep rabbit hole of people fighting in department stores.
Yeah, well,
on Twitter. When I'm in my darkest days.
Listen,
I did it yesterday for like 3 or 4 hours.
Well, I bet you saw, because not only did the dog get into a fight, but then the owners got into a fight, and I was just trying to get out. And it was a thing where I was like, listen, for my mom, it's her favorite place on earth. For me, I think it will be a while before I go into another Walmart.
Well, dogs are famously a conduit for their owner's rage. Or all of their owners' emotions.
Yeah, it's like
you can tell a lot. About a human by the dog,
which is interesting for you, because I feel like so often the dog matches the owner. You know.
Yeah.
And I do not. You guys have Pomeranians.
You cannot pin me down.
You
via
have
my
the
dogs.
Smallest, cutest, fluffiest dog that's so cuddly.
And I'm a big dog person.
I know,
too.
and it's like, but I would describe you as kind of like hard, not approachable, not tiny.
Totally. No, well, and imagine me interacting with these things. Those things are 4 pounds. They are as low to the ground as can be.
It's the most adorable. You interacting with your dogs is the most adorable thing.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's like it really is actually. It makes sense, because it's like you see the inner Greg,
the gentle giant.
Yeah, the gentle Jennifer Shah.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful. Yeah, and it's like, and of course they're accelerating my hunchback like by the day, because in order to get to them, I have to just fully crouch down.
The thing that's so great about her, it's like if you were like out on the street, or you were like at a party, and you were like, the other day I saw Elle Fanning.
I saw her at Whole Foods once.
And that's my reaction. Mouth drop. Some people I would just be like, oh, okay, but being like, oh my God, you saw, what was she like?
This was years ago, and I was struck.
Yeah.
I was struck by how stunning she is. I was just like, is that's a movie star. That's a movie star's like body. That's but she's not like a movie star, because she is so like long and lean and like I remember just seeing her at Whole Foods, and she took my breath away. Mm-hmm. She was with that really
She
hot...
took your food.
She did take my food, and she ran, and then alarms were going off, and then I've never seen her there again. Actually, she's in a wanted sign, dead or alive, at Whole Foods. Elle Fanning wanted dead or alive at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And there's randomly like an original Sia song like in the credits at the end.
There's always a random original Sia song in most movies.
And Jenna Malone's in it. It's one of her like great. I think she did it right before Hunger Games.
Jenna Malone is
future Miss Thing.
Future Miss Thing. Constant Miss Thing.
Yeah.
Severely underrated. Should be in so many more things. And I don't think it's for her lack of trying. Like, I think people are not casting her, and they should.
I think she's like doing a lot of self-tapes. She should be offer only, but she's doing a lot of self-tapes.
Her snowblower monologue in Stepmom, I'm going to tattoo it on my ass. It is so good.
Not for nothing, also in one of the most famous shots of all time from Contact, where she's like running towards the mirror, and then it like flips around. Jenna Malone. And it's like that's the beginning of Jenna Fursha's. It's based on Jenna Malone.
And the most memorable elevator scene in Catching Fire, the best Hunger Games movie.
I know, and that is talk about. I thought Jennifer Lawrence before I saw her, and it was maybe miscast.
Yeah.
When I heard Jenna Malone was going to be that character, I cannot remember the girl's name.
I completely agree, and I felt the same way.
I was like, that doesn't check out, and then she nailed that.
Literally, there should be a spin-off movie about her character.
Of course. And of course, again, ask us to name the character.
Can't.
Wouldn't probably be able to point it out on the page.
I was going to say Wireless, but I think that's the old woman. Anyways.
Oh my God. Speaking of that time period, and I don't remember if she was ever on a WB show. I feel like she must have been, but you know whose Instagram I just got locked into the other day?
Jenny Garth. Oh.
No.
Okay.
Allie Larder. She looks, I mean, like, I'm not commenting on women's looks, like, in general. She looks
fabulous.
Unbelievable.
I believe it.
She has not aged a day. I always really liked Allie Larder. Yeah. She always kind of had like that like Southern girl energy. I think she's on a Taylor Sheridan show now. So she actually just got like profiled in the New York Times. Apparently she's on like a really successful show, which I'm glad to hear.
Yeah.
And I think, I know we don't really talk politics on the show, but she like kind of is like maybe giving MAGA vibes. But I realized a few years ago she spoke out about like Planned Parenthood and like she's actually like on the right side of history. So like she is aging beautifully.
Like
I just wanted to shout out Allie Larder.
I believe that.
No, she looks better than she used to even, and like. Not even, she doesn't look like she's had work done. I'm sure she's probably had a little like help here and there, but I mean, she has just aged so beautifully, and I've always really liked her.
I mean, her in Legally Blonde.
Oh my God, right.
Is so chef's kiss.
I think of Final Destination, which is one of
Varsity Blues.
Yeah, Varsity Blues. Heroes.
Okay, that's what I was like. Was she in Heroes?
She was in Heroes.
Literally, as I say to Greg all the time, my favorite phrase, even though I've never seen it, which is
save the cheerleader.
Save the world, save the cheerleader, save the world.
Yeah.
And you can really use it in so many wrong contexts. The context never works, but I love to say it to Greg. Do you remember Baby Geniuses?
Of course.
That movie literally
changed your brain chemistry.
It had changed my brain chemistry because I fully believed, still to this day believe this, that
you were that.
No, that babies were like the smartest people, and then like when they hit 2 or 3 or something, they become adults again.
Yeah.
I have never been more devastated
to learn that babies are actually fools.
Well,
idiots.
No, but like when they lost their genius abilities because they aged out, I was fully convinced that I was like, that's babies are geniuses.
Yeah.
And then they lose it.
Yeah.
And I was like still devastated. Like still to this day, if I think about it, I get so sad. And I believe all babies out there are geniuses.
Yeah, that's Big Baby like trying to come for you. That's very like Johnson & Johnson coded. Like that's what they want you to believe. But babies ultimately, they just sort of like shit.
I refuse to believe it. I believe because of that movie that every baby is a genius. And when we are not looking, they are saving the world.
Totally. Yeah. Do you think that about toys as well?
No.
Welcome back. And I hope you enjoyed those clips from Elle Fanning. I don't know what we were talking about that day, but I certainly don't remember any of it.
Exactly. But I remember loving it,
laughing,
so
living,
much.
laughing, loving.
All the things.
Yeah, we've been doing that all year. And, you know, as a special treat to you, we're just going to keep going with the gay
It's our
name
last episode of the year.
It is our last episode of the year. As we mentioned earlier, we're going to play some really fun repeats for the next 2 weeks. But, you know, Tim and I, we have not taken a week off.
Yeah.
So
you will see us very soon, but we're just doing a little teeny tiny break.
Exactly.
And so to hold you over, we're going to continue doing some gay names or straight names.
We're going to give the Jennifers what they want.
Yeah.
And I have a name for you.
Okay.
Mark.
Oh, Mark is gay.
I think so too.
And Mark is always surprisingly gay.
Yeah.
Mark is someone who you first meet him, you think straight. You're like, okay, so straight. And then as Mark starts to tell you about his hobbies and interests, you have to very subtly not react to the shock when you find out that they're gay. Like, because you're obviously like, oh, of course I knew that you were gay. But then they're sort of telling you about the warehouse party that they were at. And you're like, you're gay?
Because Marks always are secretly at the warehouse party. Like, you will always... Like, you're guaranteed to find Mark at the warehouse parties. Yeah. Listen, I completely agree. Mark was kind of like a good student, you know, bookish a little bit, but like always kind of like played sports. Actually, when he was a kid, and has a deep voice. Yeah. He has a deep voice. He never really inherited that gay accent that people love to talk about in our comments. The one that we adopted the second we decided to turn gay. But Mark was marked safe from gay voice. Yeah. And yet he's kind of like mask presenting, but then he actually like is sort of starting to express himself artistically in his career, which he wasn't doing at first. He was like doing like finance or like something legal, but now he's like doing some like a little bit more artistic. He's working for an entertainment company, doing financials for them, you know, like, and then he's meeting some real characters, and people like celebrities like come into the office and they're kind of like, Mark, you're crazy, Mark. You're crazy, Mark. He's secretly so crazy.
He's so crazy. I also think because he's so straight presenting, he has the tiniest earring to let people know, but it's too small. Like, we don't pick up. And in this day and age, that earring does not necessarily mean that you're gay, Mark. So you need to let us know. And the other thing that Mark inherits is an overwhelming desire to tell you about their sex life, whether or not you want it. Mark's love to tell you about who they slept with the previous weekend. That is always how you find out that they're gay, and you're kind of like,
the multiple
let
people,
me finish
by the
my
way.
coffee, Mark.
Totally. Whoa.
And now I mean, we really went in on Mark. Mark brings out a lot in us.
He does. We know so many Marks.
And I think while we recover from Mark, you should enjoy some more tangents from our Miss Thing of the Year. This is a tangent that can go in one of our grab bag episodes. The one wonderful night on NBC.
Oh my God.
Was fucking incredible.
So good.
And when you the Happy Days medley between Cynthia and Ariana, we have not talked about it.
The tribute to Judy and Barbara.
That is like in the way that they say it in It's a Wonderful Life, that it's like when an angel, when you hear a bell ring, that an angel gets its wing. When every little gay boy sees that performance, there was, I want to say, millions of awakened gay boys who realized that they were gay as soon as that last note hit in that song. Every little gay boy's wrists went limp.
A generational gay boy dog whistle. Everyone.
Yes.
Old, young. The Happy Days are here again. Like that medley is a dog whistle for gay men.
It really is.
Across age spectrum.
I'm just going to bring it to my favorite show, but it's the ending of Buffy when all of a sudden she gives the powers to all the women who could potentially be slayers. That is that. It's like all of a sudden we've awakened the gay army has come out. That is the definition of like full body chills. And the fact that like the two of them, again, I'm just going to keep going to it, like we are alive to see that performance. And like we are going to be old men in the nursing home bringing that up on YouTube or like, I guess like on our fingernails, whatever it is at that time, and being like, look at this performance. It was, and not just that, but like so many of those performances, it had no need to be as good as it was. I'm specifically talking about the musical performances. Everything else was great too, but those performances it's like that should win Emmys.
It probably will. It probably will, because like what else do you have? I love the unapologetic display of pure talent.
Yes.
is what we are allowed to experience. We are allowed to experience women singing their fucking tits off
and making it look easy,
but also making it look like as hard as it is, like letting you know that this is hard, but it's flawless. Like they've worked so hard.
It feels so like back to like you know, like the 60s or when you see those old variety shows or like Cara Burnett or you know any of those ones where they had to be like a multi hyphenate. Because the other thing is it is funny. Like that's also why like Bowen Yang and I'm forgetting his name, Ariana's boyfriend.
Ethan Slater.
Ethan Slater, like them doing that funny dancing through life, like that is comedy chops. Like Ariana was holding her own with the cute little boy.
Right.
And like just the way she handled that, like she is also incredibly funny in real life, not just when she's playing Glinda, but just like as herself. Like it is so like I would imagine that you could put that special on in like literally any decade and it would work in a way that you could not do with so many NBC specials.
I agree. And it felt NBC special, but like it felt like more than that, and it's a testament to the material. But I think we have a generational movie that's gonna like last forever, and people are gonna like revisit at the holidays, whenever. But I feel like we've got a movie that people are going to watch over and over and over again for the rest of their life in Wicked and feel however they're gonna feel, emotional, like inspired, and that's just is so exciting. And we have this music for the rest of our lives. We have this recording for the rest of our lives. And like
I just think people give the two women such shit for being like so emotional towards each other and how much they love each other. And I think like the reason why this movie is so powerful and why like seeing them is so powerful is because like in today's day and age, like everyone is so afraid to be like earnest and to like lead with their emotions. Right. And like not only does this movie lead with its emotions and has the sincerity that is so refreshing to see, because that's like at the end of the day, what we all want is just to like actually like the things that we like unabashedly.
Right.
And like they are doing that throughout the press tour and saying just how much they love each other and how much it meant to them. And it's like I think that is also just as powerful for all of us to see, which is just like friendship. Like that's why the movie is so powerful. And then the fact that these two women did develop this friendship is the reason why it works. It's like if they didn't like each other, the movie wouldn't work even with their talent. It's like that's the other superpower is how like much that like these two women bonded together to make this happen, like for all of us and for each other.
I agree. And it's what I think is so like especially heartening about it is that it is a bond based on mutual respect. And you can see that. You can see that in the work. They are both astonished by the other's talent and their capabilities and what they brought to it. And I think they just honor and are amazed by what the other person offered them in the process. And you see it.
And they're probably like so starved for like, Cynthia always says like so often when she's like singing against another really good singer, they're not listening. Like they're too busy being technical. And she was like, it was as soon as Ariana opened her mouth and started singing with me, I could tell that we were like having a conversation through singing and we were listening to each other. And so like if she changed, I would change. And it was like, we didn't have to talk about it because we were actively listening. And I'm like, that is so fucking cool.
It's they're speaking a different language.
And we get to see it.
I know. We're so lucky. We're back with our final segment of the year. I hope you've been enjoying this absolute roller coaster ride of a season. Of a holiday season, of a year. So many fun things are coming in
the new year.
Sure.
You will see me most likely very burnt. In the new year.
With like diphtheria.
And cholera. Love in the time of cholera.
Totally.
Okay. Let's jump right back into it.
Yeah, we've got one last gay name or straight name for you.
And that name is Steven.
Wow, this one really has me on the fence. I'm trying to like let Steven really hit me in the like in my root chakra.
Yeah.
Steven's gay. Yeah. I'm sensing femme.
Yeah.
Femme top.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven is someone he's listen, in all love, because we have this as well, but gay voice.
Totally. Well, when you are born, when your name starts with an S,
yeah,
and it goes straight from S-T-E,
yeah,
Steven.
Exactly. You do Steven.
There is no way. Yeah. Unfortunately, you're just born into it.
Yeah, it's like the way people talk to you. It's like, because you're not saying your name that often, but other people are, and that seeps into your body.
And they just assume you're going to say your own name like that because you are so femme presenting. And that's okay. That's honestly okay. There are mask, we are talking so much about mask privilege as we should be.
Yeah.
There are some mask Stevens, but I'm not, unfortunately, I think like you still have a twinge of gay accent, which of course, as we need to make clear, you inherit the second you decide you are gay. As the men in our comments love to say.
You should have seen the way Greg and I talked before we decided that we were gay.
As low a voice as you could imagine. And I never used to answer the phone and people would say, hey, little girl, can you put your mother on?
Absolutely. And
hey,
Steven,
sweetie.
Yeah, exactly. I think Steven is art major.
Totally.
Fingernails are painted.
Yeah.
But they're painted like a dark color.
Agree.
And they're but short because they're very crafty, always making something with his hands.
And always got to be ready.
Definitely making a lot of outfits for drag queens.
I agree. Messy apartment.
Messy apartment. And messy relationships with the drag queens because it's kind of on-off situation. He mixes business with pleasure.
There's issues with payment. We can't pinpoint where those issues sort of like begin and where they break down. But like you need to figure out your financial situation and like you need to keep that clean because the main sort of the main sort of denominator here, the common denominator here is you, Steven.
And I was going to say this. I hate to be this person, but Steven is someone who is always like, I can't keep a relationship and I don't know why. And then when you talk to them, you realize that they're the problem.
Oh, the huge red flag. Really nice.
Really nice. Means well.
But can't keep it together.
Can't keep it together because you're very passionate. You're putting all of your thoughts and energy into the
art.
Crafting.
Yeah.
And not into those other men.
But you should get a reliable cleaning lady. Or cleaning person. But you should invest in that. I think that should be sort of your main priority because like I think once you clean up your living space, you're gonna clear up a lot of like mental space like in here, and I think that will like only just make your art better.
We're gonna befriend a gay Steven next year, and we're gonna be very obnoxious about it, and we're like, our new friend Steven.
And I think he's gonna be like a really big figure. And with that, let us throw it over to our final tangents from our last full episode of the year of the quarter century. Miss Thing of the Century.
And you're making me think. Because when I think of Robin, I famously think, if you were at a party and you were like, someone gives you the reins and is like, and like, what song do I put on? And you have to like figure out like, oh no, like I need a hit that like everyone is not gonna like be like, oh no, you ruined the vibe.
No,
it is Robin dancing on my own. Every single person will not be mad at you. And so I want to ask you, Greg, if you are at a party and someone hands you the reins of the playlist, what one song do you pick that you know every single person at that party will love? No matter what the party.
Umbrella. Rihanna.
Yeah.
There's just so many. It would be Rihanna something.
Yeah.
How about you?
Hands down, obviously, other than Robin.
Other than Robin, yeah.
Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA.
Totally. Oh, or Miley Cyrus, See You Again.
Oh.
That's the one that I always put on. Of Miley, I put on See You Again.
That's actually,
Because that one brings out like the ferocious like child.
Yeah. Okay, and what is the most overrated TV show? of the last 25 years?
Yeah. For me, that's easy. It's Stranger Things.
So true.
I've had enough. That show, we've been promoting the last season for the past, I think, 25 years. So I think it's like it started in the 1900s. Every episode can't be 2.5 hours long. I don't care how much money you have. It's like we need to be focused on simple plot.
Yeah.
And make sure that the audience knows what it's about. I mean, there's a lot to look at, but like when we don't understand what's happening, it's hard to care about anything.
Yeah, and also all of those people now are in their 80s. Yeah.
They're all in their 80s, and I'm so sorry, but like I feel like Hollywood has rotted all of their souls.
Well, I do. It's more so like where I worry about. It feels like was it a good experience? Maybe it was a good experience, but it feels like there was a lot of like there's going to be like behind the scenes of Stranger Things,
right?
You know?
I feel like they kind of like maybe they all made so much money, but like when you're making like 8 episodes of something like once every
4 years. Yeah.
Like how much money can you make?
Yeah, I know. For me, it's Yellowstone. I'm sure
God.
it's good for some people, but it feels like to me it's good for like straight men who don't know how to talk to their wives. That's
It's like a little too like tarnation for me. It's a little too damnation.
Yeah.
It's a little too, obviously I haven't seen a frame, but like I know it's quite simply like too straight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're back.
Wow.
We
what
did
a
it.
moment.
Joe,
A
we did
moment.
it.
We did it, Joe. Wow, what a moment. A moment most pleasing to me in my career. What else? Stop trying to make fetch happen. Stop trying to make felch happen.
Oh. No, we can't go out on that.
We cannot go out on that.
Greg,
no.
how dare
It is
you.
a very, very 2025
I'm
way
replacing you with Steven, okay?
Hey, don't make me... Stevens, don't get off on the wrong foot with us. I will not be replaced and I will not be ignored. Glenn Close, George Washington.
George Washington herself. Yes.
Did you ever do that when you were a kid, when you were in a pool, the George Washington
I
hair?
didn't have long enough hair, but my sister did, and every woman did, and I made every woman I was with being like, do the George Washington, do the George Washington.
If you were a woman who did the George Washington as a child, you are now the funniest person on the planet.
Absolutely.
You could sell out Madison Square Garden with your tour.
It is crowd pleaser.
Oh my God. For gay boys like us, there is nothing funnier you could do.
Easiest thing you can do to win a gay friend.
Oh, easiest laugh. I mean, like you can always, if you are struggling to make someone laugh, find the nearest pool, jump in, do George Washington hair.
And then literally watch as we die.
Oh my
literally.
God. I'm laughing thinking about you doing that.
By the way, not that long ago, like maybe a month ago, an adult friend did that to me, and I'm not kidding you. I was literally like, I feel closer to you. And we're already friends, but I was like, George Washington always hits.
Me with my old 2025 hair, my early 2025 hair, which was like just a few weeks ago when I got it. But I mean, I should have done that before I cut it.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to grow it back out just to do George Washington. That's a 2026 thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But listen, what a great year it's been.
I know, and what a great first 25 years it's been. To 25 more.
And we haven't even been alive that long.
I know, it's crazy.
It is really unbelievable.
But we have some very exciting things planned in the new year, which you will find out in time.
Yeah.
But otherwise, see you in 2026.
We love you so much. Cynthia, congratulations again on just another breathtaking performance.
And don't forget to obviously like, subscribe.
Yeah. And call in.
Yeah.
Call in. Yeah. If you're sitting like with a great story from the holidays, please, give us a call and at the number in our episode description and give us your Diva Downs, because I'm sure we've got some fun holiday Diva Downs.
And the other thing, one last thing to do before the end of the new year, hit subscribe on YouTube.
Oh,
do you know you want to?
Well, with that, we love you.
Bye.
Miss Thing Podcast is created, executive produced, and hosted by Greg Trimmer and Tim Zientek.
It's produced and edited by Benji Simons. with cover art and additional creative support by Claude Zeins.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at MissThingThePod.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Watch on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Please subscribe, rate, and review, but only raves. Strictly 5 stars and above.
Follow Greg at Greg Trimmer and Tim at Tim_Zientek on all social media. Bonk!